Hello everyone. In this question we are asked to find the integral of cosec to the power 5x dx. Okay, so we are given that this integral of cosec to the power 5x dx is equal to alpha times cot x times cosec x times cosec square x plus 3 by 2 plus beta times ln of mod 10 x by 2 plus c. Okay, and we are asked to find these two constants, basically alpha and beta, and then we have to find the value of 8 alpha plus 8 beta. Okay, so this is basically the integration of reduction. Okay, if this power is n, the general case, we take in and we reduce it into a standard form. Okay, so this is basically a particular case for that reduction or reduction formula for integration. Okay, so for this integration of cosec to the power 5x, basically we are going to use two integration formulas. Okay, so the first is integration of cosec square x dx. This is nothing but minus cot x, right? Minus cot x plus c. And the other one that we will use is integration of cosec x dx. Now there are a few formulas which are basically similar to one another, but since we have log of mod 10x by 2, we are going to use integration of cosec dx as ln mod 10x by 2. Okay, plus c. These are the two formulas that we will require while solving this. Okay, so let us first start. So we have to find this integration, right? Cosec to the power 5x dx. So what we can do is, since we know this integration cosec square x, let us try to split this into two functions. Okay, so this cosec to the power 5x can be written as cosec cube x times cosec square x, right? So now we can use the product rule here. We can take this as the first function and this as the second function, right? So if we do that, then we have the first function cosec cube x times the integration of cosec square x dx minus the integration of the derivative of cosec cube x, that is the first function, times the integration of cosec square x dx, right? This is for this dx is for the larger integral, right? So now we have cosec cube x and this will become minus cot x minus the ddx of cosec cube x. This will be 3 times cosec square x, right? Then ddx of cos x is cosec x cot x, right? And then again the integration of cosec square x is again minus cot x. Okay, I hope the signs are correct so far. Minus okay, or ddx of cos x will be, I believe there is a minus here. Okay, there should be a minus in ddx of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x. Okay, so there is an extra minus here. Since I've given the bracket here, I'm taking this minus here. Okay, so now we have minus the first term, that is minus cosec cube x times cot x, and there is one minus and one minus, so it is minus. Okay, so minus 3 times integration of this will become cosec cube x times cot square x dx. Okay, so since integration of cot square x is not known, the other formula we know is cosec square x minus cot square x is equal to 1, right? So we can substitute cot square x cot square x is nothing but cosec square x minus 1, right? So we can use this one here. So we have minus cosec cube x cot x minus 3 times, this is again cosec cube x, and you can write it as cosec square x minus 1. So this now becomes minus cosec cube x times cot x, and if we expand this bracket, this becomes 3 times cosec to the power 5x minus cosec cube x, right? So we started with integration of cosec to the power 5x dx, right? And if we open each of these terms in the right hand side, this we get cosec cube x cot x minus 3 times this cosec to the power 5x dx plus 3 times cosec cube x dx, right? So this term and this term are same, so we can take them to the left hand side. So we have 4 times integration of cosec to the power 5x dx is equal to minus cosec cube x times cot x plus 3 times integration of cosec cube x dx. Okay, so therefore we have cosec to the power 5x dx. We can just divide both sides by 4, right? So on dividing both sides by 4, we get the first term is minus 1 by 4 times cosec cube x times cot x plus this will be 3 by 4 times the integration of cosec cube x dx. Okay, so let us write this as equation 1. Okay, since we are not completed yet, the integration was to be of this form, right? So now let us find this value, integration of cosec cube x. Okay, so again integration of cosec cube x dx can be further written as cosec x times cosec square x dx, right? So again we can take this as the first function and this as the second function. This is because integration of cosec square x is much more elementary, right? This is much more elementary, so it is better to take this as the second function, cosec square x as the second function. Okay, so again if we use the product rule, we have cosec x, and if we write it directly, integration of cosec square x, this will become, okay, no, let me write it. This will become integration of cosec square x dx minus this will become ddx of the first function, which is cosec x, integration of cosec square x dx, and this is dx for the outer integral. Okay, so this now gives us cosec x times minus cot x, and this will give us minus cot x cosec sorry, let me write it properly. This is minus cot x cosec x, this is this term. Okay, this is this term, and this term is again minus cot x. Okay, so now we have minus cosec x cot x, and again minus minus minus, so it will be a minus outside. We have cosec x, and this is cot square x, right? So we can directly write cot square x as cosec square x minus 1. Okay, so now we have cosec x minus cosec x cot x minus, if we split these two integrals, this first term becomes cosec cube x dx plus just cosec x dx. Okay, so this was cosec cube x dx. So again we have integration of cosec cube x dx equal to minus of cosec x cot x minus cosec cube x plus integration of cosec x dx. Okay, so again you see this term and this term are same, so if we take this to the left hand side, we get 2 times integration of cosec cube x dx is equal to minus cosec x cot x, and integration of cosec x dx, right? This is ln of mod 10x by 2. Okay, this is there in this answer also, given question also. Okay, so we are going to use that part. So now we have this as mod of ln mod of 10x by 2. Okay, so therefore integration of cosec cube x dx is nothing but we need to divide both sides by 2, so we get minus half times cosec x cot x plus half times ln mod 10x by 2. Okay, so let me write it as equation 2 here. So again, if I use equation 2 in equation 1, we get this answer, right? We have already found this value. Okay, so putting equation 2 in equation 1, we have integration of cosec to the power 5 x dx is equal to minus 1 by 4 cosec cube x cot x 1 by 4 cosec cube x cot x plus 3 by 4. So basically 3 by 4 times this entire RHS of equation 2. Okay, plus 3 by 4 times this entire value, which is minus half cosec x cot x plus half times ln mod 10x by 2. Okay, so this one further simplification gives us cosec to the power 5x dx is equal to minus 1 by 4, and this is cosec cube x cot x, and this becomes minus 3 by 8 cosec x cot x plus 3 by 8 ln mod of 10 x by 2 and plus a constant of integration which is c. Okay, so now we see that they have taken cot x and cos x common for the first term, and they have kept the other term, that log term, as it is. Okay, so this beta is just this coefficient of this log term, which is 3 by 8 here, and for alpha we just need to take common, they have taken common cot x and cosec x, right? So if we take from these two terms, if we take cosec x and cot x common, cosec x and cot x common, and we have to keep cosec square x plus 3 by 2, right? So we write cosec square x plus 3 by 2. Okay, so now see what is left still. Okay, so we see that minus 1 upon 4, if we multiply this we get the first term, and then if we multiply minus 1 by 4 with 3 by 2 we get minus 3 by 8, right? Minus 3 by 8 cosec x cot x, and the first term is minus 1 by 4 cosec cube x cot x, and the other term is 3 by 8 ln mod 10 x by 2 plus c. Okay, so we have got the answer. This is the alpha and this is the beta. Okay, so we have alpha is equal to minus 1 by 4, right? So we have 8 alpha will be 8 times this value, so it is minus 8 by 4, which is minus 2, and beta is equal to 3 by 8, 3 by 8, right? So we have 8 beta is just equal to 3. Okay, so therefore 8 times alpha plus beta is nothing but 8 alpha plus 8 beta, right? So this is nothing but minus 2 plus 3, which is 1. Okay, so this is the required final answer. Okay, this was basically the reduction of cosec to the power 5x dx. Okay, so this was very bit lengthy, I would say. If you ask me, yeah, you need to do it 2 times, but again I have showed a few more steps that you don't need to show. If you know this ddx directly with the sign, you can skip a few steps here. Okay, I just wanted to explain, that's why I have written every step possible here. Okay, and I have to demonstrated that very slowly as much as possible. Okay, so this was very lengthy, but still, not that difficult all in all. Okay, so you can practice this integrals, this type of integrals. I think this has come in 2024 or 5, I don't know. Okay, so this is the required answer, and if you believe there are any mistakes in any of these steps, in any of these signs, or while doing this integral, okay, you can highlight in the comments. Okay, so this is it. This is the required answer here as far as I know. Okay, this is it. Thank you for watching.